the integrity of the system. Can you imagine any person in America even claiming that there's some integrity of the system? Yeah, they all do. Because the entire country is in a trance with a system that is so completely wrought with corruption, flagrant corruption. And they just, it's such a gigantic, deep hypocrisy that they just use words to cover up all their crimes. I mean, it's one crime after the next. By the entire government is just corrupt. For unbelievably, they're totally irrationally corrupt. I mean, they don't even benefit by their corruption. That's how absurd this is. And that nobody can see it. And it's just as plain as can be. So when I hear somebody say integrity of the system and let the system work, after God, Zimmerman, after Rodney King, after, there's so many that people aren't even aware of. If I named them, you wouldn't even know what I was talking about. Madoff, okay? He would have never gotten nailed if the stock market didn't crash. They kept him from, they let him go. They let him do whatever he wanted. He was reported. Nothing happened. Hey, see this? I reported this for 7 years. And they finally locked me up and put me on trial for extortion. I mean, read this incredible story. And the crime is so simple. They literally just changed the prices after the close of the market. I mean, you can't get a more simple fraud than that. Okay? And I don't get it that all these people who are trading every day can't not see it. I mean, well, I could put it right in front of the camera and them, and let you see it, and just see the actual prices at the end of the day, and then they changed it. And how could anybody miss that? How could anybody think that was legitimate? So, I mean, it's beyond imagination. And then the topper is 9/11. Okay, that's it. It's like, wait a minute. Nobody wants to know what the evidence is, the crystal clear evidence that proves that Bush created 9/11 and attacked us and murdered all these people so that he could start a war that he claimed he wanted to start from the beginning at the first 2 NSC meetings. If this was all secret stuff, then he wouldn't tell everybody. It would be it's on record. And Paul O'Neill, Treasury Secretary, put it in his book. And nobody refutes it because it's true. That's what he wanted to do. And that's why he do 9/11, man. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get everybody so crazy because of 9/11 that I do, that Bush does, that the people that were, I mean, these are all admirals and generals in the service that are firing a missile right into the Pentagon. That plane, Flight 77, never came near the Pentagon. It came back and it disappeared someplace. And they took the people off that plane and just killed them. Okay, murdered all of them. That's after they fired the missile into the Pentagon to kill 125 people there. It didn't kill April Gallup, who revealed it in a lawsuit which Judge Denny Chin dismissed. That's completely unconstitutional. He should be in prison. Denny Chin is part of the conspiracy. All the judges involved, because I filed my own lawsuit in Connecticut, in a federal court in Connecticut. And of course it was dismissed. So, you see, these cases tell the judges, I'm like, this was the whole purpose of the three branches of the checks and balances. It's because you don't have any obligation or any concern. Nobody can come at you for just carrying out the law, the Constitution that you pledge, that you take this oath you claim. Well, you broke the oath, okay? You break it all the time. Every judge, every federal judge is nothing but a traitor and a creep and a criminal. Period, okay? Can I say it more clear than that? That anybody that believes in the integrity of the system, that I actually heard, a man that you would think would be the last person to be duped into it. And that's Reverend Al Sharpton, the guy that wants justice, okay? And he doesn't understand. He really believes there's integrity to the system, because that's what he said. And I'm taking him at his word, that he believes that, okay? Even though there's no integrity at all, over and over and over again, it doesn't matter. It's like, well, this time will be integrity, okay? And it never happens. So, I mean, when do these people wake up? Because they don't. They're in a deep trance. They're brainwashed into hypocrisy so deep that you can't even discuss it, because they just get angry at you, okay? They would rather stay in the trance than snap out of it and recognize the facts, which are blazingly, glaringly, vividly obvious to anybody that's not in a deep trance of hypocrisy. So this is it. The entire country is being rendered completely worthless as far as the democracy goes, because a democracy is based on voting your own interest. And here everybody is voting against their interest, knowing that these people are getting bribes. They come donations. They had just changed names for everything. Now it's the tax inversion. No, it's evasion, okay? Oh, they changed their address, that's it. That's it. They changed their address so they don't have to pay tax. So now they call it a tax inversion. So change your address, that's all. You know? And don't pay them any taxes, because that's what it is. It's an inversion. You understand? Change it to India, where you could probably have some place for $20 a month or something. Okay? And you'll have that address. And then you don't have to pay any taxes. And it'll cost you $20 a month. Get it? I mean, to think that you'd actually get integrity in the system when a judge tells the jurors that they can't convict the guy. That's crazy. And Sharpton ignores it. It's right on his own show. He ignores it. I'm like, what? And then these people, these goddamn lawyers that don't know shit, they're just nuts. They're in a trance. They say it was stand your ground that got him the acquittal, which had nothing to do with the trial. Zero, not even 1 second did stand your ground be involved in the trial. Now, why wouldn't Sharpton want to just realize that that's all bull? It's a lie. The entire country is one huge hypocrisy, lie after lie, and it just gets worse and worse if it can. I don't think it can get much worse, really. But we could wind up like North Korea, because like the cops, you're incompetent. Well, I'll lock you up then. Okay? Even though she's completely incompetent. So what's going to be the charge here? Huh? Did she lock me up? For what crime did I commit? I call her incompetent. Okay? So what are you going to say? That I harassed you, maybe? Like, if I tell the truth, that's harassment? That's ridiculous. But these people don't care. They can get away with anything, and they do. and nobody holds them accountable. Period. And this internal affairs is all crap. And the mayor, he's got it now. I'm like, what's he going to do? Nothing. I'm going to the state police. What do they do? Nothing. Okay, the whole thing is a complete ruse. Okay? It's the fakest, phoniest. There is no integrity. God. They say the most incredible, stupid things under oath. They always lie under oath. Okay? Nobody ever get. Okay, perjury, lock his ass up. Okay? No, we're ignorant. We're just in a trance. We're not even ignorant. That would be like a step up from being in a trance. And like if you differ with anybody, they run away and they get mad and they just won't participate in the conversation that they're completely dead ass wrong about. But who cares? They don't care if they're wrong. Just don't tell them they're wrong, because they can't be wrong. They're too arrogant to be wrong. I mean, it just, God in heaven, it just goes up forever. There's no end in sight. It's infinite. It's just infinite. So here we are. And like, I don't think anybody will even watch this freaking thing. Okay? We'll see. Because if they actually thought, wow, wait a minute, this is nuts. We have to stop right now. It's that easy to do it. It's not like being addicted to cigarettes or something. It's like you could just stop, but you have to recognize you've been in the trance. That's all. That's the end of it. It's not going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you to keep on staying in the trance. That's like ridiculous. There's no benefit to it. How much more do I have to say this over and over? The same thing, over and over. Well, they say it over and over every day. 9/11, the terrorists are coming. Really? Well, that was George Bush, okay? See, that's the big problem here. Oh, you're a conspiracy nut. Yep, that's right. Then if you're not a conspiracy nut, then everything is a coincidence. You're a coincidence nut. Okay? And nothing is bad and everything is good and we have integrity to the system. That's ridiculous, for God's sakes. Okay? The minute they let the slaves go, they picked them up again and said, you owe money, we're making you work. Okay? It was called peonage. Yeah. That's the integrity of the system. Because white people are completely hypocritical. And black people, they just buy it and go along with it. And they become hypocrites too. Because Sharpton can't say integrity of the system if he's not a total hypocrite. The system is completely corrupt. Beyond weird, it's corrupt. And nobody can get that. I tried to put it in this book so that if you read the freaking book, maybe you'll get it. It ain't hard, okay? Just read the freaking book. Isn't that worth being out of the trance? No. You're going to stay in the trance because you're never going to admit that you're in the trance because you're too arrogant and you'd rather just keep on seeing everything go to shit than admit it because you're too arrogant. The hypocrisy is the strongest thing going. Stronger than any kind of weapons. It just keeps you completely controlled. And that's all I have. Goodbye.